and I thought I was videotaping. It wasn't. So I'm on my way to school. I got my little snacks. So I'll probably be there all night. I was there yesterday, but I was distracted. I was making some arrangements. You just have to wait and see. Don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing something. Because it's what, yes, I'm following others. It's what expats do. But it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. And so that's what I was doing yesterday. So I was distracted. So I didn't get as much done. But what I did accomplish yesterday was on my list of things to accomplish for the day. So it's not fully complete, but I did start the process. And I started, and that's what matters the most. I took action. So now what I'm doing, my colleague asked me if I wanted half a loaf of fresh baked bread. So he makes bread. So I would typically turn right there, but I'm stopping by his house, and I was like, I could come now, I'm on my way to school. He was like, well, it needs 30 minutes to cool down. I was like, 30 minutes? I like warm bread. I'm not sure which house is his. I don't know if I go down to, oh, there's the orange trash can. I know he said he had an orange trash can. Yeah. So I'm assuming it's this, because I remember the orange trash can when we went to his house before. They left the trash can out. So, I'm here to pick up the bread. And I just threw in some cream cheese. Yes.
Do you want any hummus to go with it?
The bread. Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, I packed up some cream cheese.
Oh, you're good to go.
Yes, thank you. So you made this?
I do, yeah.
Oh, look, y'all.
So I make it, and then I try to give it away to unknowing suspects or victims, as it were. But
Well, thank you.
all right, enjoy.
All right, thank you.
Okay, see ya.
Look, it's still warm. It's still warm. And it smells so good. So, baby, I'm gonna cut this up when I get to school, right? And we got a toaster. But first, I'm gonna try it without the toaster. But I know if I put it in my bag, my water, no, it's not frozen, so it won't be too cold. So, I wonder if I could go that way. I've never gone that way before. That'd be interesting. So I got my bread. Okay, so I have my list of things that I want to accomplish today. And I wanted to work out, but I didn't because I was so engrossed in trying to make these arrangements. It was making my nerves bad. I say it's like, and I guess because I'm new at this, people don't quite understand that if I was to take someone from Armenia, oh, this is not my turn. Did I miss my turn? Lord, no, this will be the first turn, I think. Child, I don't walk past my turn. Yeah, that's not my turn. I can go that way, but I don't want to. So, if I took someone from Armenia who has never left the country and threw them in the U.S. and say, oh, just go around. Just explore. And so that's how I kind of feel how some people are treating me with these arrangements. Oh, just go there, just go here, go there. I'm I'm like, I don't know nothing about these countries. I've never had a dream of going to any particular country. I haven't. I knew that I always wanted to travel and to see things, but I never had any place in mind specifically. Does that make sense? So it's not like I've done background research. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to visit this place someday. No. So they're like, oh, and geography is not my strong point. When I was growing up, I stayed on a block. So that's as far as my imagination went. And then I moved to Texas as an adult. And I was busy raising kids and in that struggle life. So it wasn't like I was doing a lot then either. So now that I am on this side of the world, traveling to a lot of people is like normal. To just hop on over to another country is the norm for them. I'm like, okay, there's a train. I can take a train to go from this country to that place. You know, so it's a little different and people don't quite understand. This is all brand new. But I'm willing to figure it out and learn. Another thing at my school, we are now forbidden, prohibited from using Google. Yeah. So I have years and years and years of Google Slides, lessons that I've created that I'm forbidden from using at school. And of course you can turn them into a PowerPoint. But it's not the same. It's almost, I feel like going back in time. Because Google's on the cutting edge, Google Slides, creating a Google form. How else you do that? So I don't know. So anyway, I was disappointed, but like I always say, it's not the things that happen to you. It's how you handle the things that happen to you. So on a positive note, see, I could cut through the grass right here, but I'm taking a long way. Get a little extra walking in, especially when I'm about to put this bread down. And how you handle certain things. So I'm working on, you know, when I do my vlogs and stuff, saying so, and so, and so. So I'm trying to work on that. And sometimes I do cut him out. God dang, he stopped this car. Lord. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I know I am an anomaly here. I'm a unicorn. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. What was I saying? I was saying something. I was about to tell y'all something. I forgot. I would have to rewind the tape. Ooh, I see my student. Hi. Hi, how are you? You know where I'm going? School. I don't know, to get some work done, to grade some papers and relax. And it's like I go and sometimes I watch a movie. So it's relaxing. It's either sit at home by myself or, you know, make it productive. Yes. You enjoying your weekend?
Yes.
All right. See you later. That's so cute. She's so sweet. But I forgot what I was trying to tell you. I was talking about how you handle a problem. And I just think this is not what I was trying to talk about, but I don't remember. But Sydney called me And she kept sniffling. My daughter, Sydney's my daughter, if you don't know. And we spell her name S-Y-D-N-I. So she said so. She called me, telling me about her day and stuff. And I could tell that something was a little off. And when she called, it was like 11 at night, her time. Around 7:45 my time. So when it's AM on my side, it's PM on her side. See, I'm walking now, I'm getting hot. And I go the long way also. Look, jumping over. I don't know, in the previous video, I told you I met this lady. It was kind of strange how she gets no breaks and stuff. I don't know. I need to investigate that more. Because I want to know. How does it work when they bring you to another country, from another country to here to work? And someone I talked to didn't seem to have much empathy about the situation. And he says, no, they have to be in the house or whatever, 7 days a week. So I'm just curious. I'm going to inquire a little more about that. I'm just curious how it works and what people do when they got money, child. And he said it's very expensive to bring them here from another country. But I'm just curious. And so back to Sydney. I remember. So Sydney, I could tell she was sniffling and stuff. And I was like, you crying? And she's no. But she was. She's like, I just miss you. And I said, I miss you too. I said, Sydney, but you've been so busy. She's been busy. Because she's doing some type of camp, something at school. And she's busy. And I was like, Sydney, you're busy. It's not like we would be together anyway. She said, I know, but I miss you. She was like, you could live in Dallas. And when I think about that, honestly, it just seemed like my life in the States, it just felt like I was always struggling. I was. Here, I don't have to worry about housing. I don't get paid as much, but I don't have to worry about housing. My gas bill, you know how much my gas bill was? My gas bill was $5. I don't have internet yet, but my internet bill will be $30 a month. And my electricity bill, how much did I pay? I don't know, maybe $10. And then I think about, I was like, okay, I go back to the US. Let's just say I move to Dallas. Then I gotta get a car. I gotta get car insurance for 3 cars again. I have to get an apartment, house, whatever. I'm loaded on with all these extra bills again. My stress level back up again. Why would I want to do that? Make that make sense. Make it make sense. You tell me. So I was like, no.
This subscriber you got is busy now. Please.
Why would I want to go back to that life? I mean, I'm not unhappy here. I don't know. Not unhappy. I'm content. Someone asked me, are you really happy? Well, I'm not sad. I have less stress. And at this point in my life right now, would I trade this life to go back to the US? No. No. Why? Why? And then there are a lot of families here who teach and they bring their children along. And I did interview, hopefully you saw that video, and how they feel. And I now understand. I thought about this when my kids were younger. Our lives would have been so much different. Their lives would have been richer, a little more richer with culture. But it is what it is. There's no going back. So, I don't know. So I left my stuff set up. I left my stuff set up in the... Hello, I'm back. All right, thank you. Honey, I'm home. Oh, yes. Yeah. All right, thank you. See, they're just so nice. They're really nice. Yeah, I left my stuff here. And I was printing out this stuff. So, let's just say how it works here. Every student, the lessons is 10 units, right? And for each unit, there are probably like 7 to 9 things that I have to make sure the children master. Like, they need to know it. They need to be able to apply it. And I have to have, out of the 8 things I need to teach per unit, I have to have a piece of evidence from each child, just from one of the 8, not collect evidence of all 8. No. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to print out all the units for each child, put one in everybody's folder. So it's a lot of printing, and I need to start collecting evidence if they've mastered something. So that's what I'm doing. It's just trying to get the folders and all the things together. So that's what I'm doing. And then I need to upload the unit requirements in online. Oh, I was talking about the Google. That's what I was saying before. The Google, right? It's hot up in here. See, I wore a sweater tied around my waist because, you know, I don't got no butt, y'all. Woof, be looking like a tree trunk. So just to be walking around to school, I had to have something around my waist. And so, like I said, it's not the things that happen to you, it's how you handle the things that happen to you. It's really a state of mind. Trust me when I say that. How you think about things, it matters big time. Big time. So they said no more Google, you're forbidden, you're prohibited, no Google after October 1st, you know, the stuff, and they go see everything that we do on the computer, right? So I was really bummed out. But I was like, you know what, Joy, you tripping. There's nothing I could do about it. So, but on the flip side, we have a full version of Canva. Okay, we have a full license, you know, so it's not a partial license where when you click on something like, oh, this is the paid version. No, we got the full thing. And a lot of teachers use it. So I was like, okay, I use Canva a little, but now I'm really ready to dive into Canva. I was like, okay, you take away Google, I'm about to learn something else. What? Google, goodbye. Canva, hello. And like I said, I've used Canva, but not to the extent of me feeling comfortable to do lessons and blah, blah, blah. So now I'm going through all the tutorials. Okay, you're taking something away that I really enjoyed and developed. That's okay. It's an opportunity to learn something else. What? And will, It's how you choose to think about things. When one door closes, another one opens. Will it stay that way forever? No. Just in that time, you have to deal with something. Baby, trust me, I left a few loose ends in the States. You think I worried about it? No. It is what it is. What? Okay. Call me ratchet, okay. I thought I saw a toaster. I did see a toaster in here. I'm gonna try that bread. I'm gonna go get my water. Put my stuff in the fridge, y'all. Okay. Okay. And then Sydney, she called me, she was crying. Oh, but it would be nice if you were in Dallas. Not me. Who? Not me? I don't think so. So I need to go back to, unless you paying all my bills. Paying all my bills, paying all my bills. Yes, I think you should. If you want me to be back. So you better marry somebody rich. You better get rich. Okay? Then you could take care of mama. But no way, Jose. Until I can't do this, then this what it is. And I said, I'll be home in December. I said, that's right around the corner. You know, and I gotta get that ticket soon. But I'll get that when we get paid. You know, we don't get paid once a month here. So you have to manage your money once a month. So I gotta get used to that, because you know, you get that one check and that be looking good. Like, baby, you gotta spread that out over 30, 31, 28 days. So, my water. That was my leftover salami. I grabbed it when he said he had bread for me. And I grabbed my cream cheese with a lid and flew off. Ooh. Ooh. Where's my lid? But I got my bread. Child, is she soft? I don't want to toast her yet. My cream cheese and stuff. Yes, I got pizza. This is Lebanese pizza. It was okay. And then I have this. These are cucumbers. Cucumbers, vinegar, and balsamic glaze. So remember, my goal is to work out. So what time is it now? It is 12 now. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna give myself a couple of hours. So I'm gonna say 4 o'clock. And ask the guard to open the weight room. So I got my cucumbers in here. I sliced up and washed some cucumbers. It has vinegar. So I'll put that in the fridge. And look at this, y'all. See all those plums? Those are plums from the trees outside. And there were so many. I guess the season is almost over. A lot of them are soft, but some people was like, no, I make jam. Somebody else said they make something else, plum pie, something. Yeah, I was like, a jam would be nice, and she was trying to tell me how to make it. So, and then another woman here, her dad has honey. He gets honey from his bees. So she's going to bring me a jar. I think it's 5,000, I think she said 10,000 or 5,000 dram, which I think it was about like $6 or so. And honey can be expensive. If I'm getting straight from the beehive, baby, I'll take a jar or two. Honey lasts a long time, right? So I'm gonna fill up my water. See, got one on standby because this has ice and there's a little spot for water. And this seems to melt really fast. So I put water in here and I leave this one out and then I'll take this one in. Good. He has to teach me how to make this bread, y'all. And he put in for a transfer, him and his family, because his oldest daughter, she's graduating. This is her last year. So I guess once she gets settled, figure out where she's gonna go to school, they still have their son, who I think will be a junior. So they put in for a transfer to go to another country. Therefore, I need to get a lesson on how to make this bread before he's out of here. Baby. All right, y'all. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do first. I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first. Put me first. I was trying to edit a video last night, and next thing I know, the video was watching me. I fell asleep. So I think that's what I'm gonna do first. I'm going to finish editing my video because I plan to be here to probably 8, 9 hours anyway. And a lot of people say, oh, you shouldn't do that. But this doesn't feel like work. I'm just trying to get organized and stuff like that without the stress of another teacher, another student, administrator. You know, I can just relax. I watch a movie and it's just done casually. Or I could be sitting in my house watching a movie. And so here I can multitask. I may take a break to draw. You know, I brought all my drawing stuff. I still need to put some stuff up on the walls in my room, work on those ideas. But the number one thing is I want to get these folders and all these papers printed and try to get that organized first. I think I'm gonna go sneak one of my colleagues some of his folders. Hope he doesn't mind. He's in Rome. He went to Rome for the weekend. And he probably paid $60. And he's a young guy too. And he's been teaching abroad for years. I mean, young. So I would think that it's a little more challenging building relationships, like getting into a relationship with somebody. Because me, before I left the States, I knew without a shadow of a doubt, I would look at the flow before I looked at somebody's face. I don't believe in long distance relationships. They don't work for me. Maybe it works for someone out there, but not me. And I was asked out on a date, yeah. I was like, do you know I got children your age, sir? But the one thing I did like about this young man, it really burns my biscuits. Maybe young girls like this, but I don't. when you get in my DM some kind of way, like, hi. If you don't take your monosyllabic butt down to read this page and get off my page, hi. Go somewhere. Go sit down. Go sit down. Go back to first grade. Go back to sitting. Do you like me? No, don't do that. If you're a grown man, don't do that. But with this guy, what he did, which kind of caught me a little off guard. And he doesn't flood my inbox and stuff with messages, no. Met him here, he ran to meet me, child. But he was really sweet. His first message was, let me take you out on a date. I was like, this was me. I was like, he must not know I'm old as Medusa. And I was like, oh, maybe we can meet for coffee someday. And then I didn't hear from him. So here comes the next week. Let's meet tomorrow. I like that it's more proactive and forward. And when I said, oh, I have children that are 20, 21, 22, 23, he was like, well, I'm not 20, 21, or 23. So I did like that about this person. It kind of was like, okay, I like it, I like it. That's how you pursue somebody. Now, hi, what you doing? Minding my business. I'm out walking my fish. What are you doing? Don't do that, or I'm gonna send you back to first grade. First grade, right down the hole with the littles. So you can work on extending your vocabulary, your language, your sentences, the syntax of the word choices that you use needs to be improved. Your game is not game. Your game is trash. So if you're a guy, a man, okay? And you're pursuing a woman, say, I would like to take you out for coffee. I would like to take you out for dessert. It doesn't have to be an elaborate dinner. I would like to take you out just for a conversation. We can go to a bookstore. I would like to take you out to a museum. You go to a museum, you see how this person thinks, how they can analyze a piece of art. What other concepts can you come up with from this piece? Do you have critical thinking skills? Can you think beyond the piece? That's a good one. Ladies, if you are interested in a guy, you want to see his thought process, take him to a museum. More so abstract art. What does he pick up from that piece? See his thinking. Can he think? Can he write a complete sentence? Do you know the basics of grammar? Just the basics, not everything. Do you know where to add a period? But before you ask for a writing sample, see how his conversation is at a museum or gallery, abstract art. See what concepts he could come up with in his mind or her mind, sir. But baby, you interested in a guy? Ladies, if you really interested, plan a museum date. Just to get together. Say it's your treat. You'll pay the entrance fee of $2 or $1 donation. Do that. And then treat him to a cup of coffee. Or if you see he can't hold a conversation, then you got your answer. Because you know what you're getting into. Okay? Or guys, you know what you're getting into. She can't hold a decent conversation. And that's what a lot of kids talk about. I don't like to read. I don't like to read. The more you read, the more you're exposed to words, experiences, and so many things that you may never experience in your life. But through reading, you're exposed to so much more. I don't like to read. So when you get a girlfriend or somebody and you can't even have a deep conversation because your level of reading is on the 3rd grade level, you don't understand higher academic vocabulary words, to have a deep dive conversation where you're doing analysis, Right. So let me tell you something. This is my last thing, then I'm gonna go because I could tell I'm starting to get heated. Literally, it's hot up in here. I did put the oven on. I don't think this thing will work. Hold on. It wasn't turned down enough. I'm gonna eat another piece of the bread. But here's the thing. A lot of students will take these higher level classes and they feel as though like trigonometry, geometry. And it took a while for me to learn this, and I didn't have anyone tell me this or explain it to me. And like I said, it's how you think about things can make all the difference in your life. I promise you, turn the thinking, just switch your thinking to see the positive in things. It works. Your life will change. Trust me. So you have a student, they take in geometry, algebra, and you're like, I'm never gonna use this. This is not what I wanna do, blah, blah, blah. I have somebody who doesn't like art, people who doesn't like to draw, who don't like to draw and stuff like that. And I always bring art into my classes, even if you're just doing a title, theme, point of view. That's your title. I want it to stand out from your notes, from your regular notes, right? That they don't take anyway. And so add color, highlight it or something, just so it stands out more. I don't like art. I don't know why I have to take history. I don't know. It's not, if you change your thinking, you may never use that math again, but the process of how you figure out problems and the tactics and the process that you use, the critical thinking that is necessary, how to accomplish a task. You get a palette of colors and a brush or colored pencils. What are you going to create with that? It's not always about the art. It's, can you think beyond just this salt shaker? Can you think beyond this? What can you create from this? This is more critical thinking skills, how you analyze things, how you tackle things. So it's not always the math that you'll never use, but can you think about the process that it takes to derive at the right answer? It's about your thinking skills and working that muscle. You may never use it again, but tackle it as, I could figure this out. There is an answer. It is black and white for math. I could figure it out, but what process? And sometimes you can use different methods to derive at the same answer. That's why teachers want you to show work. How did you get to that answer? What did you do? Oh, I never thought of it that way. How you think. How creatively can you think? How deep will your thoughts and your ideas go? Because if they just stopping at, and I will say this, there are some kids, second, third grade, their imaginations are amazing. But it seems like as people get older, they lose that imagination. They lose something. The innocence is gone. I think that's why I love 6th grade, because there's still a little innocence. They don't mind being silly. They don't mind making mistakes. But then it's something after 6th grade, that brain is still maturing. They're more inhibited. They don't want to, they're trying to be cool. They're trying to fit in. So, and I just know I would love 5th, but it's hard to find a job for 5th. They want you to do language arts and like history. I don't know, I just have a thing for history. I guess it's just like storytelling. But I wish I can just do like writing. Well, writing and reading, it all goes together. It's just not enough time and the amount of pressure that you're under to teach so many things in a time frame. So when you get certain kids, they haven't even had the basics. So you be like, oh, so you don't know, you don't know what figurative language is. Okay, you're not quite sure how to write a paragraph. You would think they would have certain skills, not everybody, but then it's like, oh my gosh, I have to go back to fill those gaps. Maybe they forgot. You don't use it, you lose it. Then I have to go back. So that pressure to just be on that time is tough for me because I care. I want them to get it. I want them to learn. But overall, how you choose to think and analyze things is the bigger picture here. So as I digress, so when you planning a date, somebody you like, take them to the museum. There you have it. See their thinking. See where their head is. And if they can't come up with any rational thoughts or creative thoughts, your relationship gonna be just like that. Trust me. Mama Bazzle told you so. That's it. Museum. Or go to a bookstore. I think I had a date before in the bookstore. I had a wonderful time. Wonderful, wonderful. Just looking at the books and, reading it back, have a little mini conversation about it. It's a wonderful place. But a museum? I didn't really think about that because I did go to a museum here. Hopefully you guys saw that video. And it was great because it was an opportunity to look at a piece of art, that doesn't have a full description, and try to think about what the artist was trying to say in that piece. And there's so many different ways that you can analyze art. And that's why I think I prefer abstract art, even with my tattoos. Like this one on my back. This is actually a cover-up. And this one was done by a very, very popular tattoo artist called Anil Gupta. Now that man right there, this was play work for him. Play. But that, I would say, let me just lie on this table, you do whatever you want. Just make sure it's abstract. Do whatever you want. Yeah, him? Yeah. And so when people look at that tattoo, they were like, what is that? I said, it's whatever your mind allows it to be. What is it that you see? That kind of right. Yeah, so some people see dragon, see different things. But this originally was, it was supposed to be a beautiful parrot. And I got it when I was younger. Why parrot? I had no connections with the parrot. I don't know why I chose that. That's why I think some tattoos should be done when you're older. Because some of them you kind of regret later. And I was like, and then the artist, I went to some corner artist. It looked like the toucan Sam off the box of Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops used to be my jam back in the day. Yeah, that's what it looked like. And as I got older, I was like, that looks dumb. I mean, it wasn't even like great artwork. And so I went to Anil, I don't even know if he's still living now, but he got mad at me too. He worked on it for a long time because he drew first. I was like, it's getting bigger. But I ended up loving it. And he no longer, I don't know if he's still alive, he no longer does cover-ups. Like this is like going to the candy store for him. And so tattoos, I'm not a big fan of pictures. I love this. I have a thing for, this, I don't know if you can see. I have a thing for elephants. I do have a thing for elephants, and that's because of my mom. My mom used to give me a keychain. It was a brass keychain. I've lost them several times, and I still have it. It's in my drawer. She used to give me brass keychains. I don't know if I have it in my bag. And it was always an elephant. We never had a conversation about it. It was just always an elephant. And so I grew up always with the elephant keychain. And the elephant, it also symbols good luck when the nose is pointed up. And I just always gravitated to the elephant. And so now, like everything I do, I got the elephant tattoo. I got my first elephant charm that my girls got me for Mother's Day. got elephant charm. I give the girls elephants and stuff. And so we thought about getting like a little tiny elephant, little tattoo. Maybe we'll do it in December when we're together again. And so the elephant, I guess that's the most concrete one, where it's something. The rest is more tribal, flower. I have a thing for butterflies as well, because when I started teaching, I had black butterflies in my classroom, all over my classroom. And it was symbolic. It's symbolic, meaning that my students, because I worked at a behavior school, loved it, never had any issues, except one student. He was and when students went into my class one way, because sometimes they were there for 8 weeks, 3 months, depending on the severity of the thing that they did to get them at my school. That's how long they say. If you there all year, you did something really bad. Maybe you punched the teacher in the face or something. You did something bad. So, you know, you're there for just a couple weeks. So it's always a revolving door. You don't have the students all year in most cases. And so my theory was you enter into my class, my world, into Bazzle's world one way, but you leave as a different person, almost like rehabilitated, and you've been Bazzletized. And so that's how I kind of feel with the butterfly, because they go through metamorphosis. So it's symbolic for me as well. And so I just like abstract stuff. Yes. And that's the story of my tattoos, the elephants, and museum. Mama Bazzle told you so, but let me get out of here, y'all. Let me act like I'm smart. Okay, I hope you have or had a wonderful day, a wonderful week. But what you think is what you become and what's going to happen. So every day I get up, I say, I'm gonna have an amazing day. I'm ready to spread my joy. That's how I go through my day every day. And I say, thank you, God, for making me who I am. I just love me. I do. There's some things I could work on for sure. I ain't gonna talk about it, okay? Because we're not. Because I'm gonna be saved from that financial stuff, okay? But I love me so much. I do. I love that I can bring joy to people, and love and laughter and ooh, it makes me want to cry. I don't know, it makes me want to cry. That I feel like I've been put on this earth not to be mega rich. Although I know that's coming, honey. I do. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. The power of the mind. What? So, but I feel like I've been put on this earth to bring love and joy into the lives of people. And I felt that way most of my life, that it was my job to do. And perhaps I had to go through all the hardships in my life to humble me, or to give me lessons to be able to tell people it's not the end of the world. You live. It's okay. You're gonna have bad times. The bad times help you appreciate the good times. So be thankful for all the times that you have, and just know that it's not always gonna be that way. And if it is, you learn how to find the positive in that situation, okay? Because your time is coming, baby. It's coming. And so, while we're working on ourselves, me included, I have a job to continue to spread my love, joy, and kindness wherever I go. And I hope that I give that to you as well. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. Bye, y'all.